What's up, guys? My name is Rachel Blatt, and I'm the CEO of Royalty Logistics. We are shipping cars for rock stars over here. Welcome to the show, The Principal's Office, where I like to say this is the only principal's office where you would like to come to. Today, our special guest is Jamie Tobin. He's the general sales manager he's also a master salesperson, and he's busy running around ship and having closing deals for everybody and really helping people sell more. So without further ado, we shall get this. Now, my dear friend Jamie might be a bit late today, so you may get me for the very first couple minutes until he can, the deal he's on. And hopefully we will have a great show. If not, you're going to get me. So without further ado, there's live feature office with Jamie Tobin. Fingers crossed. Ooh, back again. Okay. So this is Jamie's first time coming in, and he's taking special time out of his day to make this happen. So we're just going to wait a little bit. And in the meantime, I just want to talk to you guys about the climate of the automotive industry, just to bring you some value right now. I know that there's a lot of people out there that have slowed down on the buying because they're not selling as many cars. And what I'm hoping he gain some insight on how to really make this, help us sell more cars and some tips and strategies on how we can make that happen. I just want to know out there, times are tough and really important that we get into some creative money, okay? And hopefully this will help you guys sell some more cars. So what I think is to go back to your fundamentals. All right. So one of the things that I was telling my sales team today is to put your friends and your family to work for you. So this is, I think, one of a step that sort of gets missed over a lot of times. And I've heard Grant Cardone talk about it. It's called activating your power base, right? So, and it's really simple. And you basically call up all of your family, like your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, your friends from high school. You call everybody, right? Everybody that you know that loves and cares about you. All right. So everybody that loves and cares about you, you give them a call and you say, hey, look, I need some help. Do you know anyone that needs my service? Right. So, and we can go from there. So that is really one of the things that I have done. So, and they're the best customers because it's already a warm lead, and you'll be surprised. I had my cousin's cousin on the other side. like became one of my best customers. So if you're putting your family to work for you, that is something that you can do to be of service. And yeah, so that's my little sales tip of the day. And hopefully my friend will Jamie will figure out how to get on our little linkamaroo. And and if not, we'll keep talking, we'll keep chatting until he he does it. And thanks, Rob, so much. We really appreciate it that you coming on today, and hopefully we'll get some insight from my good friends today. But if not, we'll have a good time and we'll chat about it. Is there anything that you may want to know? Any other ideas? I spent my career before I came into royalty logistics. I spent my career selling. Everybody knows that my sales guru is Grant Cardone, and he just really helped me to um, become probably one of the best salespeople in the world. I don't know. I'm tooting my horn a little too much, but I follow all of his videos, and they've really helped me. And he got his start in the automotive industry. And a lot of people will say things like, "Oh, he's a sleazy car guy" or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, his teachings were something that I could absorb and understand and translate into my own business. And I think that's what's really beautiful about it. And here's Jamie on the other line. So let's see where he's at. Hey, and I apologize because you know things happen, and I know he's busy, and I think he's trying to get on, and I know he's never done something like this before, so we're gonna give him a pass and see if we can't get him on. If you wouldn't mind, I'm gonna try to see if I can. I'll be right back in a second. Let me see if I can give him a call and help him out. Stand by. Okay, we're back. Thank you for your patience. I think we've figured out the issue, and we are gonna get going. I'm so excited. Anyway, um, Jamie is one of the best salespeople that I know, and I can't wait to. And we actually met at the Grant Cardone's conference back in 2017. So him and I have been following each other for a long time. He's seen me through, from when I worked for Wholesale Express till now, and just I can't wait for you guys to meet him. I know that it's one of those things. So hopefully he'll have it, and we'll still have a fun show. I'm still excited. So thank you so much for your patience, and for those watching. Sometimes these things happen, where it's like, if you've never done something before and you're doing it, or you've done it a few times and it's still, we haven't ironed out all the kinks, and it just happens. So we're gonna keep moving forward, and that's how we're gonna roll. So yay. Hopefully he comes on. And if not, I'll just keep sharing with you all of my glorious, glorious things. So, yay. Here he is. Yes. Okay. Hi, friend.
What's going on?
All Oh my God. Success. I didn't want to do
Yes.
this by myself. I did
Technical
not want to do this.
difficulties. Technical
I did
difficulties.
not want to do this by myself. I was
Sorry
just,
about that.
oh, you're fine. You're fine. I'm so glad that you could make it on. So, look, I hope that I was just explaining how busy a general sales manager could be. And, you know, what I really want to dig into today is really, if you wouldn't mind, I'll back up a little bit because I'm so excited, but um, just really, if you want to introduce yourself to the audience and just say hello.
Well, hello. My name is Jamie Tobin. I'm a general sales manager for a couple different dealerships. I've worked in the business for about 14 years. Um, I deal with all aspects of the dealership. I deal with growing people, um, growing sales departments, and just making sure everything runs smoothly and creating the most positive environment I can for my employees.
I love it. Now we were talking, I gave a little tip to everybody while we were waiting for you on how to kind of activate your power base. But, a lot of people are struggling out there with selling cars. The market slowed down, the interest rates are up, and you're one of the best salespeople I know. So, obviously, because we have this symbol. I was telling everybody we met at Grant Cardone, but I
Yep.
just want to say, like, how do you like dig in, drive more business to the dealership, um, and anything that you can give to our audience to help them sell some more cars?
Um, I guess the biggest thing that I probably endorse is repeat and referrals.
Hmm.
And the way that you get those is by creating the best customer process when the people are there who are there to purchase vehicles, so they can tell their friends about you. They want to come to you when their daughter wants to buy a car, when their son wants to buy a car, when their aunt wants to buy a car. When someone sees that new car sitting in their driveway, they want to ask you where you got it from.
Hmm.
If you don't give the most positive experience to the customer, then I mean, you can only pay so much for advertising.
Hmm.
And the best advertising is word of mouth, in my opinion. And that's just by making sure that every single person has the best buying experience possible. Um,
What
I
are some
always
of the
kind of,
ways? Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I always just kind of say, like, whatever dealership I'm at, I want to make sure it's like the Disneyland to work at and the Disneyland
Hmm.
to sell cars at. Like, I want just everybody to have the best experience they possibly can.
What are some of the unique ways that you do to make that an like above and beyond experience that maybe some people aren't doing or that you find to be like the most beneficial to offer that experience to?
The biggest thing is listening,
Mhm.
and the biggest thing is communication. Um, a lot of times, salespeople tell people what they want to hear and they don't follow through with it.
Mhm.
So you need to listen to their concerns and you need to follow through with it. And you need to let them know if it's going to happen or if it's not going to happen. So listening and communication is two big things and things that I kind of preach to my sales staff. And like, you don't run away from problems, you have to tackle them head on.
Mhm. I think that's great advice. I think that's tackling problems instead of avoiding them. Now, one of the things now you manage salespeople. And, for those salespeople out there, like, what are some of the things that, you do to kind of keep them motivated, keep them in the game when maybe there's not a lot of people coming into the dealership?
Just have fun, just create positivity. Don't let them think that it's a negative work environment because there's no one in there. You just keep it
Mhm.
positive. And if there's no one in there, you just, it's like movement. You just keep them moving and keep them on their feet. Like, I mean, if a guy sits at their desk all day, like they're just gonna sit there, and next thing you know, they're playing Candy Crush or scrolling through
Mm-hmm.
Facebook or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just finding ways to get them to be active
Right.
and doing it in a positive, fun way.
Yeah. I appreciate that because there's a lot of times when, you know, and also trying to take control back of your money, right? So I always, I call it offense versus defense, right? How are you going to stay on the offensive and keep going after it? When you were a salesperson, because I know you've kind of been through every single position in the dealership, what were
hmm
some of the things that you did that to kind of to make sure that you were successful?
I just made sure that I always stayed in front of somebody.
Hmm.
Um, I was always talking to someone. I wouldn't wait for the opportunity to approach me. I would try to approach opportunities. Um, and that's just with creativity. I mean,
Hmm.
back in the day when I was selling cars, I was going on Craigslist and finding people who were selling their cars and seeing if I could trade them out of it.
Now
Like,
that's a great tip. I love it. That's good.
so,
That's
I'm just
smart.
taking a look at Facebook Marketplace. That's a huge opportunity as far as buying and selling cars right
Hmm.
now.
Yeah,
Um, and it's free.
yeah, yeah,
uh, but yeah, it's just, it's getting creative, and it's
yeah,
just activity, just making sure you're active, and trying to find the solution to sell a car instead of waiting for it to find you.
yeah, yeah. Now, I love your creativity. So let's because I think that's what makes you genius. And so I wanted to find out, the Craigslist thing was great. What else could people do to be creative? Like, is there a process that you have, or you know,
Well,
when you go to
I
solve a
mean,
problem, how do you like dissect it?
I I mean, I always like, for instance, if there's a customer in front of me that I just sold a car to, let's say
Hmm.
there's two of them. Let's say it's a husband and a wife.
Yeah.
The wife's buying a car. I'll look at the husband and I'll say, "Now, what do you drive, sir?" And I'll try to make a one car deal out of two. Or, it's just like the thing, asking for repeat and referrals.
Yeah.
Um, who else do you know that would be interested in something like this? Were you impressed with the car? Who else do you know would like this
Hmm.
type of deal? And then just, going out and using, all the tools that are at your fingertips of people who are selling cars to try to be like, hey, if you're selling this thing, you're going to need to replace it, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So what are you going to replace it with? Well, we
Hmm.
need a minivan because we're having a third child. Perfect. I have minivans. Come on
Right.
in. I'll buy
Right.
your car. You can buy mine.
Right.
Type of deal. I don't know.
I don't know. I think that's great. I think, and you'd be surprised. You think it would be like such common sense, but sometimes people need a reminder, you
Yeah.
know? The other thing, so now I know that you're on the buying side too.
hmm
Um, what are you looking for in terms of buying right now? What would you say to stay away from? What are you buying? Let's talk about the buying for a minute.
You just got to fit your stocking plan.
Hmm.
You can't, it's different for every dealership because I've bought for 13 different dealerships before.
Hmm.
So it's different for you just got to make sure that you have the right inventory that you're selling, in my opinion. And then yeah, I guess I don't have a very good answer for that, to tell you
That's
the truth.
okay. That's okay. So, like for example, when you are looking at your inventory, do you say,
Mhm.
okay, we need a wide mix to reach as many people as we can, or do you stick with what you normally sell or your market?
I have my marketing guy run. It's called the Arts
Can you say that again, bud? I lost you on that one. Oh, James. Hey, babe, I think your audio went out. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to answer that question again. Can you hear me now? Oh, you're still muted. No. Oh, good times. All right, we're gonna try it again. Oh, so fun. Anyway, because I can't wait to hear the answer to this question. I think it's really important for those out there that are buying these days. And I hope that you guys find value in this. Here we go. Here we go. Do we have you back? All right.
Got me back.
Yay. All right.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Let's talk about that answer again, because I think it's really important. Can you go back to how you select your inventory? Do you reach a wide base or?
So I have a report where I pull the people who are registered cars in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at those types of vehicles, and those are the vehicles I buy. But in my opinion, it's as simple as driving through Walmart, driving through the local grocery store, driving through the mall, and just seeing what people in that area are driving.
Mm-hmm.
Colors. I mean, there's one place that I was at that like every single person in the community would only drive white, gray, or black. And then in another place, there was a place that only drove like red, blue, like,
yeah.
It's just like looking at it and just kind of being aware of your surroundings is kind of how I do it. And I'm not saying I do it right, but that's just how I do it.
Well, sometimes you're doing it right when you're making money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So, are you doing enough for that? Now, you and I we have not got to connect in a minute. So, and your family is just beautiful. So we're going to come to the point where I'm going to ask you a bunch of fun questions.
All right.
Because I want to know. And so some fun facts. So what kind of car are you looking to buy right now?
Me?
Yeah. If you could trade up or trade over or trade in.
I'm looking at a right-hand drive Range Rover right now.
Okay. Love it.
Yeah.
Those are sweet cars.
I've been watching this TV show called Top Boy, and they all drive Range Rovers right-hand drive, and I really want one.
I'm looking for a Audi TT convertible stick shift.
Yeah?
That's what I'm in. Yeah.
I'm sure you know a couple people in the business to do.
I do. I got a couple of feelers out there for me. I'm just like debating on whether or not I want to take on another payment.
Yeah.
Got so many. Next fun question. Do you do Halloween? Are you into Halloween?
No.
I know you have a little
I feel uncomfortable dressing up. I don't like it for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But JJ, he wants to be a ninja this year.
Sweet.
So he's going to be a ninja.
Every year when my dad would throw on one of those like wigs, and we had like the Statue of Liberty, like crown from like the fair, and he would take the flashlight and hold it like this, and he was that every single year that I went trick-or-treating my entire childhood. That's what he did every year. Nothing, just put on a wig, put on this little Statue of Liberty thing, held his flashlight like this, and it was hilarious. So you don't have to do much, Dad,
I
but
know,
maybe
I
you should
know.
ninja with them. All right.
I will. Hey, you know what? That's one of the only costumes I've ever been as a ninja. So maybe
Yeah.
I will.
It's fun. It's fun. I don't normally dress up, but I was invited to a couple of Halloween parties, so I'm gonna do it. I'm like, Halloween, I have my pros and cons with it.
Yeah.
Um, so
I'd rather
okay.
be the person at the door handing out the candy.
I'd rather be eating the candy.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of candy, what's your candy?
Ooh, that's tricky. I really like high chews.
Oh, hachu. Mm.
Uh-huh. And I like Snickers.
I like Snickers too. Smarties is my favorite though. And I like to take my kid, and we get this like giant, what I call it feed bag.
Yeah.
So we'll go to the candy place and get a giant feed bag, and I'll eat the crap out of it. Candy is like one of my favorite things in the whole entire world.
I have
All
to
right.
take JJ to the gas station every single time I pick him up.
He wants candy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
All right. Now, listen, if for those people out there, because I know that you're busy and I want to get you back to your life, and I apologize. And
No,
we'll
I'm
do this
good.
again too. So, one of the things that I like to say is like, if you were running, you're running the show, what is some advice that you would give to some other dealers that just want to get better, want to level up their game? Where would you start?
I mean, it all starts from just, everybody is always going through something.
Hmm.
And the positivity aspect of things is the best way to you have to create an environment that make people want to come to work,
Hmm. That's
because if
great
they're having
advice.
negative things go into their life and they're coming to work to a negative environment, why would you want to go from a negative environment to a negative environment? Like, they have to have something to look forward to, and maybe that thing is getting out of the house and going to work that day.
Hmm.
But if they feel like they're coming to a negative environment, then there's no reason for them to do that.
Hmm.
So it's just positivity and you know understanding people, like when, like, because you'll be able to tell if someone's got something going on in their life,
Right.
and just being understanding and just listening and being positive, I guess, is what it is. Not allowing, the interest rates or people not buying cars to get you down. Just making it fun and just staying positive. I mean, that's the best thing that I could possibly say.
I think that's awesome. And but I do want you to expand on that. What is one way that you make work positive?
Um, Man, I mean, jumping jacks in the morning. If people are sitting in there, everybody, let's get up and do some jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Sometimes we shotgun Red Bulls on Saturdays.
I love that.
Um, and then just like, just bringing lunches in and,
Yeah.
just breakfast and, just little treats aspect. I don't know. It's just
I
little
think that's
things.
important. By the way,
Yeah.
you know how much I love Red Bull, so I'm
Yeah.
all in for shotgunning the Red Bull. I think that is so fun. And by the way,
Yeah.
here's you should put that on social, okay? Like
Yeah.
that's commitment right there. That's
I'll
commitment, my
do
friend.
Saturday. That definitely will be doing that next Saturday or this Saturday.
Well, Jamie, I thank you so much for your time, honestly. And sorry we got off to a slow start, but I'm so glad that you made it on. You look
Yeah.
amazing. It's so good
Thank
to
you.
see you.
Good to see
And
you.
hopefully I will see you around.
Yeah.
And we'll hit up some conferences together. But I'm so proud of your success, and just keep killing it, my friend. I'm so proud of you,
Awesome.
and you had some really great tips today that were unbelievable, and that I think are really unique, and that could help a lot of people. So I'm grateful for that. But my favorite one is the shotgun Red Bull. So
Yeah.
you had me. That's a great way to make work environment positive, and just talking about it brings a smile to my face. So
Yeah.
I'll let you get to your afternoon. Thank you so much.
All
You've been
right.
amazing, and I'll talk to you soon. And for anybody out there, like, subscribe, share, please. And Jamie, again, thank you so much for your time. You have a great day.
Well,
Appreciate
thanks
you.
for having me, and thanks for everyone who's listening.
Thank you. All right, bye, guys.
Bye.